back to the Saibamen news, guys. This is episode 3, and we are a bit late this week. I was actually on holiday, aka vacation. We had a long weekend in Sydney, Australia, so I went interstate for a couple of days. But we're getting to it now. This week is not as spicy as last week. We had some big, crazy stories last week, but we're just going to go over mainly our main story anyway, is Namekian Boost. Now, I know a lot of other creators have already talked about this. I'm not going to go over the cards per se, but I do want to talk about the set as a whole, or the expansion set as a whole. Now, according to, obviously, the strategy page, or the page about Namekian Boost, this is a expansion set to power up current decks. Reading the name and looking at the picture, as you can see here, this is to boost Namekian decks, to make Namekian decks better. Of course, that's what you would assume seeing this. And then you look at the cards and you realize it has nothing to do with Namekian decks. Now, the Saiyan boost, which we spoke about last week, was to help out the blue, mainly the blue Gohan deck, which is what it says it is. It's boosting a Saiyan deck. But then you look at this one, and it is not boosting the Namekian deck, it is boosting another Saiyan deck, the other Gohan from set 13, Future Gohan. Now, personally, I'm pretty damn upset about this. Now, we did see info on this months ago. I reckon 4 months ago, maybe even more, because it was kind of revealed to be, or at least the name was revealed on GTS and the other distributor websites. I was super keen. I've been waiting for this for ages because, in my opinion, Piccolo, for example, is one of the main characters of this show, one of the Z Fighters. He gets a lot of airtime when other Z Fighters don't, such as Yamcha and Tien and things. Piccolo is always in the forefront. He's always there with Goku and Vegeta. And in this game, he does not get any kind of love, man. Like, we see a million Broly decks. OG Broly. Broly is in like 2 movies or something. He's nothing. He's not a main character at all. And somehow there's like 10 bloody Broly decks. And Piccolo, we've got 2 Piccolo leaders, and they're both pretty rubbish, except if they had support, they might be alright. Now, let me show you what I mean. If we go into the main card search, I'll put the cards up for you, and search for Namekian leaders, we have the BT4 Piccolo, which is actually an okay leader. There are other leaders that do what it does better. Green Piccolo, Kami's successor. This set could have helped this leader. Don't ask me how, but it really could have done something to make this leader more viable and make Piccolo decks more viable. Personally, I want something that makes the Namekian cards no specified cost. The Namekian battle cards, that would be good. Maybe non-Demon Clan Namekian cards, just to kind of stop King Piccolo kind of doing things, but that would really help, because we have blue Namekians, we have green Namekians, we have yellow Namekians, we have red Namekians. Piccolo in all of those colors. We have the dudes from Universe 6 or whatever that is. And we have, a bunch of other Namekians like Nail and things in yellow. It could have easily helped that somehow. We have Lord Slug, which doesn't really need support. It has some decent support. But the other one I wanted to talk about is Dende, aka Piccolo brimming with confidence. He's a Wish leader. They're talking about bringing Wish back with the next couple of sets, or UW Boost, whatever it's called. That could have been a perfect option. I mean, it's even yellow, which is the color that this expansion set supports. This deck is only used for Trader Dende or a Frieza Wish deck. They could have done stuff to make this better in Namekian. I really just am so disappointed with this product. I'm sorry. I'm usually such a big supporter of all the stuff that Bandai does, because they really do a good job, but this is just doesn't make sense to me at all. The other leaders are things like Piccolo Jr. The starter deck leader could have got support. Also, a decent leader is just not that good, and it could be better. It's just crazy to me. The only Namekian leader that is really kind of worth playing, of course, is King Piccolo. But if you actually look at the deck, it's not a Namekian deck at all. It's a Demon Clan deck, and it's all about Demon Clan, not King Piccolo. I mean, not Namekians, because that, Namekians weren't a thing in Dragon Ball. They didn't know what they were. But this is just, it really pisses me off. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments about this. What leaders would you like support for? I would like to see a Nail leader, because I really like Nail, even though he's only in it for a couple of, a few episodes. Still longer than Broly, but Broly has 30 leaders. Anyway, you can tell I don't like Broly. I like Super Broly. I'm just not a big fan of OG Broly because it really doesn't make sense how many cards he has in this game. On to the next story. Our second story is a very quick one. I just want to talk about graded cards. I have an Awakened Power PSA 10 here. Look at that beauty. If you haven't seen it before, there it is. It's such a great card. But what I wanted to talk about is recently, and I'll put the picture up here, this card in a BGS 10 broke the record for Dragon Ball cards of all time sold. That includes score, that includes any Dragon Ball card. It was sold for $90,000. I'm not sure if that's US, but I'd assume it probably is. Insane price. Like, that is just absolutely crazy. Congratulations to the person who sold that. I personally don't think it's worth that much, but I guess if the population is low enough, people would pay it. Well done. And finally, I just want to say, don't forget that there are regionals coming up this weekend in most regions. I'll put the Oceania regionals link in the description. We also will be bringing out a deck profile on Red Yellow Baby this week. I know I said I'll do it last week. I've been super crazy busy, but I'll be bringing it out in the next couple of days. So watch out for that, guys. Thanks for watching. I know this news wasn't as exciting as last week, but this week hopefully we'll get some juicy stuff and I'll bring you some good stories. Cheers again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting, guys. If you want to help support further, jump in the link in the description below to palmsoffgaming.com.au. Look for your grading needs, for your folders, for your binders, and put the code Saibamen in the checkout. It helps me out. It helps you out. You'll get 10% off. Really, really awesome. Thanks for watching again, guys, and enjoy.